not going to waste any time at all because not only is our first guest this morning pitching like an all-star this season, but he's pitching in like a superstar, like a Hall of Famer, because he continues to do incredible things, he and his wife, for the animals in our community. And today, pitching in for pups, 3:30 to 6 p.m. at BARCS. It's a pleasure to welcome back to the program Orioles pitcher Cole Irvin, who's back with us here on GCR. Cole, it's Glenn. It's always good to catch up, man. Thank you for taking the time for us this morning.
Yeah, no problem, Glenn. Thanks for having me.
Dude, you guys are incredible. I mean, like, I don't even have the words for this. The story that we all heard about last week with this puppy mill and these dogs that badly needed help. Was there even like a second thought for you, or is that just where your guys' hearts are, where you're like, look, we are going to do anything at all that we have to do to make this happen?
Yeah, I mean, the second I saw it come across my timeline, it really hit home for me. We have the first dog that we rescued was part of a puppy mill raid in an Amish community in Philadelphia. And he was actually found down the road after the raid had happened. So it hit home really fast for me. And all of our animals are rescues. So, you know, the chance that we got to step in and, you know, pitch in our way and do our part, that was the most important thing, was just being able to make an impact in any way that we could, and just to truly just make a presence felt at the shelter, because they were already at capacity by the time this happened. So, and knowing all that, it was just easy for us to just flip the switch and kick it into hyperspeed mode to get this thing going for the off day today.
So for folks that don't know where this comes from for you and for your wife, and why it is that it means so much to the two of you to take care of animals, can you remind everybody what the background is and why it is such a passion for you all?
Yeah, I mean, so when me and my wife met, about 6 months into our relationship, we got Rocky, who I shared was a puppy mill dog. And the next two dogs we had were both rescues as well. They were kind of a puppy mill breeding situation, and they were delivered to us in laundry baskets. And then the other two dogs, not necessarily that situation, but one of them we believe was a bait dog for bigger dogs and to pick on and stuff like that. And we have a horse we rescued from the kill pen that ended up having a baby last year. So we are just so blessed and happy to have these dogs in our life. They have completely changed the way we see animals, and how much compassion and joy they give to you tenfold back after they've learned that they are going to be safe and protected and loved. So that's why it hits home really, really hard for us. And that's why we wanted to step in and do something and really give people the chance to help the community with BARCS Animal Shelter, and just, you know, maybe save a life, maybe donate, but it just feels good to just help in any way we can.
So I know I told you this before, but I work hand in hand with Show Your Soft Side, and of course that's the charity arm of BARCS, and I can't begin to explain what you're doing means for this entire community, and it is incredibly powerful. I want to remind everybody today, 3:30 to 6 p.m. at BARCS, stop by. They have an emergency wish list. And Cole shared it on his Twitter account this morning. We're going to retweet that again right now if you go to Glenn Clark Radio, but you can go to Swervin_Irvin19. And there are all sorts of items on this wish list, including crates and metal buckets and puppy pads, and then things just like hot dogs and cream cheese for taking care of feeding all of these many puppies right now, paper towels, latex gloves, baby wipes, things along those lines. bring a donation of any of the items from that list today, and you can meet and get an autograph from Cole Irvin today from 3:30 to 6 at BARCS, which is just, dude, again, I am humbled by this and what you all are doing, and I know that for you it probably seems like, hey, this is the easy part, it's a small thing, but I hope you know how much hope it's giving to a lot of people and how powerful a statement it is that you and your wife are making when you do stuff like this.
Yeah, no, I just hope that we have a good showing today, and come out, bring your smiles, and on top of all that, if the last thing that we are giving away is if you do sign up to Foster in this during this event up until Sunday, you have a chance to win an awesome Orioles prize pack that involves two tickets to a game, BP passes, signed memorabilia, and a few other Orioles gifts that we're finalizing and putting together that will be more of a surprise. So if you can do that and do a little extra, it would go a long way. But outside of all that, just bring your smiles. Can't wait to see everyone at the event today at 3:30, and it'll be fun.
That's awesome, man. Can I ask you how it feels to be doing this when you're also, I don't know, like lighting the world on fire on the mound? Like, how just I know that we talked in the spring, and I know that you felt good, man, but did you know this was coming?
No, I had no idea. I mean, my job is easy. 60 feet 6 inches. About 100 pitches a game, and just try to put my best foot forward and enjoy it, and execute pitches where I can, and just try to be the best teammate I can, and help our ball club win, and hopefully do our part and get back to the postseason and bring some more fun to Baltimore.
Can I ask it this way? Everybody goes through doubt, right, in their own lives, and I'm sure that as a professional, you go through some of that when you go through struggles. How did you handle that? Like, I feel like this is such an incredible lesson that people can learn. When you go through doubt, how do you handle that? How do you manage to not allow that to prevail and to creep in so much so that you can come out on the other side and pitch so brilliantly?
I think it has a lot to do with understanding that I am going to fail. Accepting that first is the hardest part to do. But accepting failure first is kind of how I deal with things that are out of my control. Like moving around, from the starting rotation to the bullpen to maybe getting options like last season.
Yeah.
There were so many uncontrollable factors. Maybe based on performance, maybe not, but there's a lot of things in our life that we can't control. And so as long as you have a routine, a rhythm, a podcast that you enjoy listening to, or a TV show you enjoy, like finding something consistent that brings you joy, brings you happiness, for me, like dogs, like this event this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm serious when I say, like, those things, those small little intangible things that you can't really see on a baseball field, really kind of have affected, my performance this year. Is just understanding that I can't control some things, keeping my headspace in the right spot to be consistent every day, be a good teammate. And so it's just trying to enjoy the moments with these guys, enjoy the moments with these fans, and just really just get the work done. And there's going to be things out of your control. You just got to be okay with it. And sometimes it happens, and that's life. And you just kind of push it to the side, be like, okay, yeah, it happened. I can't control that. How do we make the best of this situation?
Was there a podcast or a TV show or something like that for you? Was there, like, what, you mentioned animals, obviously, but like, was there something along those lines that you turned to keep your mental health in the right place?
Yeah, I actually call the Success Hotline every day. You can also find it on Apple Podcasts. But the Success Hotline is really good, and kind of just challenging yourself with different thoughts, different kind of mental equations that provide success. But also, my mental skills coach, Brian Kane, has a daily, just a 3 to 5 minute little blurb of just how you can start your day and impact your day with this motivational thought.
Wow.
And it's really quick. It's really easy. Brian Kane, he's my mental skills coach. He does a lot of big leaguers, MMA fighters, among many other athletes, golfers. And so he's very, very talented, but also, it's free information, and you can't quantify how it can affect people, when it's free. So try to share it as much as possible.
I mean, that's incredible. I appreciate you sharing that because I feel like there's going to be some people that are going to go check it out. Again, Cole Irvin is with us. The event today is at BARCS from 3:30 to 6. Cole, the curveball, the confidence in the curveball, where did that come from?
Well, I want to make I'm going to clear the record here. It's actually my slider.
Okay.
And then my curveball, I've been getting a lot more strikeouts. So the strikeouts you've been seeing on spin has been more of the curveball.
Yeah.
The slider has been more of the strike pitch.
Okay.
Just so it's out there.
Yep.
Because on the board and on Baseball Savant, it's tagged as curveball.
Right.
So if that's messing with the hitters, good. Let's keep it up. Let's don't change a thing.
Yeah, maybe we don't go on the record. Maybe we take that back off the record.
Yeah, but I just want to clear that up. But it's good. It's really good. The confidence, was there in spring training. I just had problems landing it for a strike because it was a new grip change that I did this off season. And I was more so focused on the effort behind the pitch than I was the actual location of it. So during spring, I was really kind of fine-tuning how do I get the most consistency out of the pitch. And as soon as we got to the first start of the year, it was I really cleaned it up. And so that confidence has grown with that pitch. There's still things that I would like to, add to it, but I mean, it's been a great pitch for me. I've been able to rely on it. It doesn't feel like I'm throwing anything different off of my fastball, which is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't throw in my warm-up pitches, if anyone pays attention, in between innings. I don't throw any spin in between pitches.
Why is that?
Always
Cole?
It's always because my pitching coach back in high school, he goes, well, everything we throw is off of the fastball. So why do we want to feel anything? Why do we want to feel anything different than the feeling of a fastball? It's the most consistent release we're going to have. We're going to throw a majority of fastballs in a game. More than 50% of our pitches are typically fastballs. So with that being in mind, I want my fastball to feel the best. And then my changeup, arguably my second best offering, is off of the fastball as well. So I've always struggled with spin. And now this grip allows me to feel that fastball arm slot. And I feel like I'm just throwing the same thing every time. So that I don't feel like I'm manipulating my arm or manipulating my fingers out front. And so I've always thrown fastballs in between innings because that's going to make me the most consistent I can, every inning.
Wow, man, that is fascinating, right? And so you don't feel like it's, when you say manipulating your arm, does it feel like, as far as like soreness goes, things like that, it feels the exact same after you throw the pitch?
Yeah. I don't feel anything different. Maybe a little, release at the end, but that's about it. Like, it's not anything different off of my fastball. And that's, again, why I think I found success with it, is because it's the first time in terms of grip changes that I haven't felt like I needed to change anything to be able to throw it for a strike or throw for, strike to ball.
That's cool, man. That's so cool. Dude, I could nerd out with you about this for like hours. That's such a cool thing. Can I ask, there's this picture that Jacob Calvin-Meyer shared of last night after Gunnar hit the grand slam. And it cuts to you guys in the dugout, and you're losing your mind. And I just, the joy of all of this, and I know you got to experience Avi a year ago, but probably a little bit different because you weren't having the level of success that I know you wanted to have. The joy of pitching the way that you're pitching and being a part of this team and having moments like that, and on Monday where the stadium's packed, can you describe what that feels like for you as a baseball player?
I don't know if I can put it into words. That might be the toughest thing to do, but I will say this. If you packed a room full of your best friends, in a classroom full of your best friends, and you guys did trick stunts in that classroom all day and just hung out, made stupid noises, whatever it may be, but you do that all day. And then you finally hit the trick shot you've been trying to hit. Everyone goes nuts, right?
Yeah, right.
That's, to me, the feeling of coming to the ballpark and watching our guys go every night. And then you add the fan base on top of it. It was incredible. Memorial Day was such a special day for my love of those who have served, and to be able to share that moment of taps with the fans. To be able to just, hear the roar of the crowd. I mean, there's no better feeling. I will say this, last year I was on the baseline, for playoffs. And when I heard that O for the first time, in a playoff environment, I got goosebumps talking about it right now. There's plenty of those moments throughout the season with our fan base. There's plenty of those moments with my teammates about, how well they're playing. And it's such a great environment, and I love this city. It's been a blast to be here.
Man, you're giving me goosebumps just talking about it right now. May there be a lot more of those, maybe a trip to the All-Star game in between. We'd like all of that. And right now what we'd really like is for you all to be there this afternoon, starting at 3:30 at BARCS for the pitch-in. Cole will be there. Bring these events these items on the wish list, and you can meet and get a picture autograph with Cole Irvin today at BARCS. And again, adopt a dog this weekend. Tell them how much joy it's going to bring to their lives, Cole, when they adopt this weekend.
You won't regret it. It's a life decision. You won't regret it. It's going to be it's the best decision you'll ever make. I promise. Bring your kids. Everyone is welcome to this event. I'm really excited to share it with everyone, and just really looking forward to it.
Cole, I'm so grateful for you and your wife and what you're doing for our community, and I'm so happy for you and all the success that you are having, man. Thank you, as always, for taking the time for us, and let's chat again real soon, all right?
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, Glenn.
Cole Irvin with us here on GCR. That's the good S. That's what we call that. That's the good S. That's when someone gets it. Man, it don't beat that. It don't beat it when the guys that you root for are the guys that are stepping up and doing the things. That's everything that we want as a sports fan. That's it right there. That's what you hope for. Guys are successful, and they do everything they can for the community. I actually happen to know that our buddy Malik Ham did a photo shoot yesterday for Show Your Soft Side, which I was really happy about. Local guy that wants to be a part of the community and wants to do things for his hometown. Bless you, Cole Irvin. Thank you to you and to your wife for stepping up and making that commitment to our city and to animals that need it. And I can't encourage you enough. Get over to BARCS today, starting at 3:30. I don't know if you heard Cole Irvin's pitching to a sub-3. Are you familiar with that? You know how Cole Irvin's doing this season? You see how many stars are next to Cole Irvin?
Does he have the most?
Well, it is about to be a tie.
Oh, it's about to be a tie. Okay.
Yeah, it's about to be a tie because we got to
Or we
adjust
just
for
ignore
last
that.
night. Yeah, we could. We could just pretend like it's still Cole by him. You see how 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stars next to his name.
And he's like directly behind your head. We actually haven't seen him
yeah,
yet.
you can't see it.
There
Sorry.
we go.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. There we
That's
go. There he is. There
That's
he is.
Cole Irvin right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some other guys that have 3. Jordan Westberg's had a nice season. He's got 3. Corbin Burnt, man, I was tough last night. I don't know what else there's to say about Cole Irvin, man. That really is. I get emotional about that type of stuff because you do this, you get to know guys. That really is everything that you can ask for, everything of a professional athlete in your community. if he wasn't pitching as well as he's pitching, it would still be incredible, right? Like, you would still be grateful. We talked about this with Kyle Gibson last year. Kyle Gibson was everything you could ask for. Just, not quite everything you could ask for as a pitcher. But as an athlete, everything you could ask for. And I was grateful for that. Because that's the type of stuff that means the world to me. You come to a community, especially when it's not yours. You come to a community, you ingratiate yourself, you say, what can I do? How can I use my platform? How can I use my voice to lift up this community? That's the pinnacle. And you get to know these guys. Ronnie Stanley's been doing it with animals in our community for years. And it's not just animals. Whatever somebody's cause is, somebody who comes into a community and says, what can I do for you? And by the way, just happens to be having the season of his life. Jesus, man. I saw there was a number in his, because obviously he had a rough outing out of the bullpen, but God, what was the number that I saw for his last 5 starts? He's pitching to, you want to guess what his ERA is over his last 5 starts?
Just the starts?
It's 5 starts. ERA over his last 5 starts.
I mean, because I feel like there's been only one of those he's allowed runs. I'm going to say 1-2.
How about half of that?
Oh, my God.
0.59 over his last 5 starts. And again, obviously the outing in St. Louis, but I guess maybe what they're learning is that he can't be the guy that goes when they have to skip a rotation spot. It's going to have to be somebody else. Jesus. All right, yes, sorry. I get emotional. I really do, because that really is meaningful to me. And that's everything that you ask of in an athlete. So bless you, Cole Irvin. Thank you for stepping up that way.